They are also part of our team. We can't neglect them. If they get eliminated, we will also get eliminated in time. If tigers get eliminated, ultimately it is our turn then. So it is our responsibility to take care of the society, of nature, duty. So that we will see the topic in detail when we come to it. But here, after making Arjuna realize that it is his responsibility, duty to fight this war, now Bhagavan begins the topic of how, what should be the attitude, which is very important. That attitude makes all the difference. Performing the duty will help to harmonize the whole balance of the society, but attitude will make you evolve spiritually. Attitude will help us to evolve spiritually. Attitude will make us rise on our spiritual journey. And performing duties will help in creating balance and harmony in the society. If we don't use that attitude, we will remain there only in a state of balance, in a state of... It's like the water which flows in the river, but at one place it is just circulating there itself. So it doesn't move, it doesn't go to the ocean, it just hangs around there. But then, if it moves, ultimately it reaches the ocean. Similarly, when we perform duty, we should know what should be our attitude. And that will make all the difference. So, duties with attitude, proper attitude, is called Karma Yoga. Briefly. So Bhagavan begins by revealing the secret of Karma Yoga, which is most fascinating actually. And then slowly he tells us that how this Karma Yoga itself modifies into Upasana, modifies into knowledge, modifies into Dhyana, and that state of enlightenment. It moves. It's like a child which grows, born, then grows. The child itself becomes the youth. Youth is not a different person. The child, when he grows, becomes the youth. The youth, when he grows, becomes the middle-aged person. Similarly, the Karma Yoga, when it grows, when it fully develops, becomes Upasana. When that Upasana gets fully developed, it becomes knowledge. And that knowledge reaches its culmination into Dhyana. Jnana dhyanam vishishyati. And the dhyana then ultimately leads to the state of enlightenment, samadhi. And after reaching the state of samadhi, then still the person interacts with the world as an enlightened being. So what should be our attitude while performing our duties? That is revealed in one shloka, in the 38th shloka, and then Bhagavan elaborates it further. So let us chant. It's a beautiful shloka. Sukha dukkhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujyasva naivam papam avapsyasi. Together. Sukha dukkhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujyasva naivam papam avapsyasi. Bhagavan tells Arjuna that first you adjust your mind with this attitude of samatva, and then you fight this war. Tato yuddhaya yujyasva. If you do like that, na evam papam avapsyasi, you will not incur any sin. You will not get entangled in this karmas, in the work. So what should be our attitude? He says samatva should be our attitude. Equanimity is one thing which he said. More Bhagavan will elaborate later on also. But the most important is samatva. Equanimity in what? Sukha and dukkha. Sukha means happiness, dukkha means sorrow. When we perform an action, a result comes. Sometimes the result gives happiness, sometimes the result gives sorrow. Then there is a possibility of some gain or there is a possibility of loss. So labha and alabha, loss. Then again, if in this war, possibility of jaya, victory, and possibility of defeat, failure or defeat. Victory and defeat. Bhagavan says, make your mind in advance, accept both of them. Accept both of them. In the sense, if joy comes, good. If sorrow comes, it is good. What is more important for you should be performing your duties. The attention should be focused on performing the duties, not on the results, not commenting or not insisting or not getting attached to the result, but focus on the action. So if I get happiness in advance before performing your duties, one should make the mind in such a way that if happiness comes, fine. If sorrow comes, that is also fine. Both of them are, in bhakti language we can say, both of them are prasad of Bhagwan. Prasad. Chahe sukh de ya dukh. Whatever you give, O Lord, joy or sorrow, is prasad. So when we remain balanced in the result, suddenly we become balanced in our action. Very interesting. Those who are not balanced regarding their attitude toward their result, they are never balanced in their performance of action. They will always be scared, always be miserable, always be inefficient in performing action. If we have suppose you have to come and perform, and if you have the feeling, I should be everyone should appreciate, I should be successful, and this and that, then that will lead to fear of the opposite, fear of failure, fear of sorrow, fear of pain, and the performance will not be proper. Our mind will be in the future only. But if we understand, later on Bhagavan will tell that the result depends on so many other factors. Result depends on the totality. Performing the action depends on I as an individual, but the result depends on the totality. So leave it to the totality to give whatever result. You focus your attention on performing your duties. So sukha dukkhe same kritva, make your mind saman, equanimous, I don't know what is that. Equanimous. I tell you, sometimes these words can be quite tricky, but you know what it is. So make your mind samatvam, sama, in both joys and sorrow. In advance means understand that sorrow come, joy come, I will be same. When we make that thing in advance, then when it comes, we remain same. But if we leave it for the last moment, we will always be imbalanced. That worst comes, fine. Best comes, fine. Both are fine for me. If I make that, then in between also I will be fine, and the extremes will also not disturb me. That's the beauty. Because both are really fine. It doesn't matter whether we go this way or that way. Both the ways will take us in space only. As far as space is concerned, it doesn't matter which direction I go. Similarly, as far as that self is concerned, it doesn't matter externally whether there is happiness or sorrow. If I remain balanced in the self, I don't then need the support of external joy and sorrow. So making your mind saman in sukha and dukkha, labha and alabha, in gain and loss. You fight this war, that's your duty. If there is gain, very good. If there is loss, doesn't matter because it's your duty, you can't help it. Duty is that which has to be done. If it gives rise to the gain or loss, you make your mind balance in that. Accept it in advance. And jay and parajay, success and failure. See, Bhagavad Gita is not a secret of success. Many times this statement and all becomes very attractive. We say, oh, secret of success is given. No. In fact, it defeats the very philosophy of Karma Yoga. Bhagavad Gita doesn't give us the secret of success. It gives us the secret by which we are able to face both success and failure in a balanced way. Of course, if we work efficiently, understanding the holistic vision, it will take us from better and better position only. In a way, success, in a way. But there is no guarantee. Here, Bhagavan doesn't tell Arjuna that you will win this war. He said you might lose also. He doesn't say that all your people will be protected. No, they might be killed. In fact, that Abhimanyu got killed when all of them were present. Nobody could help him. So there is no guarantee that you will succeed. You might fail. But keep your mind balanced. It is more important that you perform your duty. It's like every day you take care of your body. That doesn't mean that you might not fall sick. That doesn't mean you may not die. It is there. But every day you take care. Doesn't matter. So that is what Bhagavan tells Arjuna. Make your mind in advance in this way. Tato yuddhaya yujjasva. And thereafter you fight this war. Naivam papama vapsyasi. You will not incur any sin. Sin here is the three things which will come. The grief, the confusion, and what fear. That will, because all this is in the mind. This papam is in our mind and punya is also in our mind. We carry our pap and punya with us. It is not left behind. अरे ये किसकी पाप की गतड़ी यहाँ पर? Nothing like that. We have to carry it with us. It will not. Money and bank balance and all we have to leave. But papa we have to carry. It is a permanent feature like. So it is there in the mind itself. So when one follows this path, the mind will start becoming more and more pure. The mind will start becoming free of lot of these negativities, of fear, of confusion, and of sorrow will go away. So naivam papam avapsyasi. Therefore, hey Arjuna, you make a firm resolve and fight this war. So briefly, Bhagavan reveals the nature of Karma Yoga in these words, but he will elaborate in the following verses. Before going into the topic of Karma Yoga, Bhagavan makes a very clear demarcation here, and it's very important to understand Bhagavad Gita. He says in the 39th verse, Esha te bhihita sankhe buddhi